Dr. Wilson, a lot of students may say, you're the exception to the rule. I'm not going to be like you. You made it out. I can't make it out. I have too many obstacles. What would you say to a student who says that to you?
First, I would say, I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be like you. And realizing that, as I spoke about before, realizing you is embracing your greatness and embracing your own individual standard. And so, me making it out of the situation I was in, I realized that I was the master of my destiny. I had no control of where I was born, who my parents were going to be, what society I was born into, nor do I have power over when I'm going to die. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. Birth, death, it's inevitable. But that whole space in between, that's my destiny. That's the power in which I control. And I started to realize that once I controlled my destiny and took control of my life and stopped being a puppet and a slave to a system that was created for me, my life began to change because I mastered me. And once you begin to master you and take advantage of the time that you are blessed with, because everyone is blessed with 24 hours in a day. It's about how you utilize that time that really makes you the person who you are. The choices you make in life will ultimately determine where you're going to end up. And I began to be conscious of the choices I was making because I began to respect and appreciate my life and have that empowerment within myself to become something greater.
So what turned it around for you?
What turned it around for me was realizing that the steps I was taking was digging me deeper and deeper and deeper into a society that I hated. And we often don't realize this. We often just let the day go by, and eventually we're so far away from our dreams that we had when we were a kid that we give up on them. And I became really conscious of the steps that I was taking because it was ultimately leading me to a greater purpose, a greater ending, or a greater path in my life, and I loved it.
So then what do you tell a student who says, but I'm not going to do that, I can't do that?
I'll tell a student first, I'll start off, if you think you can or can't, you're right. Because if you tell yourself that you can't do anything, you're not going to do it. But the moment you start telling yourself, I can, you're going to find every opportunity out there, every tool that's going to help you achieve the goal that you set out in your life. So start believing and start telling yourself, I can. And I wrote a poem. It's titled Destiny. It goes, what controls your destiny? What determines your fate? Though we live in a society of hate, it's not too late to break free. The evil that exists in this universe is a curse, but what's worse, if you let it get you down, your next ride might be in a hearse. The vision is there. You just have to let it guide you to your dreams, help you be what you want to be so that you can ride your streams. You see, God didn't place you here to be a victim of the gun, always on the run. He placed you here to have fun and share the wisdom you've learned with your daughters and sons, so that the cycle ends. Now, it depends on you. Do you want to end this tragedy that these young innocent kids keep going through? I do. That's why I'm trying to make your gray skies blue. I want this cycle to die so that these innocent kids have every opportunity to fly. Fly to them endless lands untouched by the evils of man. Now, I hope you understand. You see, I mean what I say. Walk with me and I'll show you the way to the light that you can't see, so that you can grasp your destiny. Now the torch has been lit, and to make sure each and every one of you never forget, this is branded in your heart like a work of art. Now it's your turn to share the light, so that your little seeds can do what's right. You see, I've done my deed. Now it's up to you to succeed. So don't quit.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson.
Thank you.